Welcome, lords and ladies of fate. In this stream, we play various tabletop role-playing games, while you, the audience, earn fate chips that can be used to reward or punish your favorite players or their characters. You can earn fate chips by just watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or contributing to the game. You can then use those fate chips to heal characters, adjust their next skill checks, or force them to say silly lines. Or you can just wreak havoc on the story. Tonight, we are playing Star Trek Adventures. And with us this evening is our wonderful crew. Armand playing Captain Roland Sykes. We have myself playing Commander Balachisorthus. We've got Rockosaurus Rex playing Lieutenant Commander Bajor Burkazin.
Top of the evening to you. Oh, wait, I'm not that guy yet. Okay, never mind.
And we have Good Devil playing Lieutenant Commander Sivek. And our stand-in for Lieutenant Wesks. And
you know what's so funny is I know where that picture's from.
And to mediate the will of the fates for this voyage is Wayne, our very own Q.
Hello, everyone. So, are we ready to begin this journey? And to get us all into a Star Trek kind of mood, let's see what we can do with your tiny little minds. As you recall, we are in the midst of a life and death struggle and the possible destruction of the fine USS Norway. To get you in the to get you into the mood, I have a brief quiz. Which of the following are not a Starfleet starship battle tactic? Not a battle tactic. The Picard maneuver, the Cochrane deceleration, the Cobermite maneuver, evasive maneuver, the Riker maneuver, or the Janeway maneuver. And I believe that someone can put up on the screen a tiny little thing to let you pick and choose as a poll. I hope there's a poll available.
There's a poll available.
Oh, there is.
I'll tell you what right now.
Is there a poll available?
I know it's not the Riker maneuver, because the last time the Riker maneuver was used, I wound up not knowing where my pants were with a wicked hangover. It was awful.
Yeah.
Or great.
It could be used in. Could it have been used in battle though?
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Was it used in Starship Battle?
Oh, Starship.
It's where can you find
there was a fight involved.
Where can you find a Coke spoon that big?
Oh no.
Those Bazaar collectors hoover up more than just antiprotons. Remember, there's a little bit of Star Trek in every show. Not much, but there is. So while you're all debating and churning through your little ideas about which one of these is not a Starship tactic and voting in the polls to the chat area, it is time to pay the bills if we ever used money.
Just pay bills.
Sponsored content. You've eaten things. Things that made you stop pooping. You need to go. Come to Greblog and Reginald's, a place to make you go. Bring your enterprise to our place to go. We will watch your ship. Just give us your computer codes while you go. Oh. And there we go. So there is our sponsored content. I believe we now have just lost Chipotle.
I mean, it seems pretty legit.
So do we have
when you need to go though? That's the thing.
When you need to go, you go to Greblog and Reginald's place.
It seems pretty
And
legit.
load up.
Why would you eat a place that leaves bloodstains in your underwear? Dude, have you ever had Chipotle before? It's really good.
Chipotle wing.
These are the underpants of honor.
Chipotle.
Chapupule.
Today is a good day to
Yeah,
die.
we're all like 12 years old. You'll wish you have died.
It's just a bunch of Klingons in the line at the Chipotle. Today it's a good day to dine, and then they
But before it goes away,
They
we
eat it?
have an answer in the poll.
We do.
Do we have an
Let's
answer?
view the results. What do we got here?
If it was the Riker maneuver, you'd have a poll in the answer. Hey, sorry.
Hey,
Carbonite maneuver is the vote. The winning vote.
Oh, very good, everyone. I have no idea how many of you are actually out there watching. I've been told not to pay
They got
attention
6
to
votes.
that. Indeed, you are all stretching your tiny minds to the utmost. Correct. The Cobramite maneuver was never a Starfleet starship battle tactic. It was, however, sneaky. Where did it come from, crew?
Original series episode name, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
Yes, indeed it was. That's all I got.
Oh, okay.
That's all you need. I'm surprised that did Cochrane deceleration rate anywhere?
Oh.
nope. We
One
had
for Riker.
yeah. Pretty much everyone for the Carbonite maneuver, and only one vote for the Riker maneuver.
Ooh, and I'm going to change something for the future. It was the Janeway protocol. Good on you, little tiny-minded people. Good for you.
Ooh.
Good work. It is not often. Whoever did that gets more fate chips. Arya. I don't know if that's self-dealing, but she deserves some fate chips on this because yeah, that was without looking would have been nice. I'm not going to make any judgment calls if you're all in front of a computer. It's my fault. I've been too easy on all of you. We need to move through this. So, are you prepared to enter back into your time continuum in your life and death struggle, crew?
With the Borg.
All right. You with the Borg. Oh, I can switch us all to Klingons. That will be fun. Sic Transit Gloria Mundi. Sequence 2. The crew is at this point fighting for their lives. I don't know how many of the special continuum powers you have remaining about you, but the inept captain is busily getting your ship torn to pieces by his ex-lover's ship being slammed against the hull. And luckily, Ensign Stand-in has definitely greased the shields.
Shields have been greased.
Shields are greased. Shields are greased, Captain. And
Wonderful. Do
you're
we have
all
any?
in,
Do we have any grease left over for bacon?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm a bit of a vegan myself.
Ensign Alpo, is that
Oh,
you?
there's-
That's basically
There's no accounting for taste, I
Ensign-
guess.
Wait, can you still be vegan if everything you eat just materializes out of nowhere?
Oh,
That's a
man.
hell of a
What
philosophical
a
question.
good question.
Deep, man,
Oh.
deep.
I mean, like, technically, you could
I'll
eat
bet
meat,
you're one
and
of those
everybody
people
would be
that-
vegan.
Yeah, I mean the replicator just
Just-
random atoms thrown together, and it's like here's a steak.
But it's not from a cow.
No cows were murdered in the making of the steak.
So yes, I believe that.
Are you one of those people that sits in
I think
Perhaps questions for the lords and ladies of Fate podcast.
I think they addressed this in the one of the TV episodes
Really?
where they have the ambassadors from oh god, where is it? I just watched the episode. So the big snake-looking
Planet Vita.
guys, and then these weird-looking like dog people.
I believe they are mongoose people because we're a little literate
right, yes.
when little literal when it comes to Roddenberry's True Vision.
Right. So
Yes.
they eat live animals,
The
and
Advocates of the
Yar's
Soleil.
like, that's disgusting. And
Oh, I
the
remember
guy's
that.
like,
Yep.
what?
Do you remember we all wear our MERS or whatever they were? The what were what are the names of the skirt length uniforms?
I don't know.
The scants. Everyone wore a scant.
I don't
For like
remember.
the first,
And
for the
no
third
longer-
episode, and then never again.
Yes. Except on lower decks. Lower decks they wear scants all the
Yeah.
time.
That was a like,
And
how do we
also-
get away with obviously sexualizing the females in this show? Throw one man wearing the skirt too. That'll do it.
I believe the Continuum approved of his legs. He had great knees. Bald is the new sexy. He was sexualized from day one. Don't you talk about Jean-Luc. The Continuum has a special interest in him. It's the smooth
But
head.
obviously no interest in Pulaski, so let's move on.
Oh, you will have a great time in the new episode that's coming up.
I deserve it, I'm sure.
Oops, all Pulaski. Yes.
You've got to get operated on, and the only doctor within like 15 light years is Dr.
Well,
Pulaski.
that's a shame
No.
since I'm not a normal white guy human, so I'm
This will be a sad. This will be an interesting moment when you walk in on either your parents or Pulaski and Riker's dad. It's time, people. Ambujitsu 2 will will take on a whole new meaning.
Why is
Blindfolded
Pulaski and
with a
Riker's
stick.
dad in my parents' bedroom?
Making macaroni.
This is the
and cheese.
weirdest dream
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah.
I should not have
What
eaten
an
macaroni
incredible
and cheese before
holodeck
bed.
episode. Let me see. What have I got? I probably should put you back onto this. The Continuum has regained control. Not really, but it's going to try. So, you are all fighting for your pathetic little semblances of lives, fleeting as they are, against something that even the Continuum does not wish to piss off. And I believe we had gotten through all of the characters' rounds of combat.
I think we at least got through
No.
one round.
Got through one round. The momentum stands at 3 and 6. Keep in mind, you all have special abilities such as daring or cautious,
And you said we all have 2 wishes.
such as. You've used a few. I think
Yeah,
a few people
yeah.
have used a few.
I'm not.
I used a wish that said
There-
that no matter what they try to change their frequency to, our shots will always be on the right frequency.
Your first shot was always on the right.
Wait a minute.
I'll play back the tape. It was the first frequency. It was so that you couldn't have 3 people shoot and then suddenly the fourth one was SOL.
I didn't stipulate that, but hey, you're the Q. You're the Q.
Yes, you did. Oh yes. Oh, trust me, you did, because the Q was bad with his other words, and someone else needs to take a pounding for that.
That's called the Riker maneuver.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Riker maneuver is a pounding. Although I believe that the good medical officer also is adopting a variant of the Riker maneuver and holding people off with the
The
curling iron.
handheld version.
The handheld version.
Double-sided
let me
if memory serves.
So let me see. Where's my little crew here? Crew. Oh, there's Lieutenant Gemma. Oh, good. So what happens next is that the players retained the first turn advantage. Do you wish to spend 2 momentum to again go first, Mr. Team? Because at this point, Bijor is the commanding officer present, so his abilities play out, and you can spend 2 momentum and allow your side to go first,
Oh, we only have 3 momentum.
and also go first and second.
We only have 3 momentum. There's 5 of us, 6 counting the medical officer. I don't think I'm going to spend the momentum for that.
All right. Who on your side will take the next shot? Take the first shot.
I'll take the first shot.
Okay. What is your target?
Oh boy.
And would you be using phasers or hand to hand? You do have. You're within touch distance of 5.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna punch him squaw in the face.
You're gonna squaw.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Punch him.
You're gonna
right.
double fist
That's
punch.
right. Yeah. Do one of the old
Yes.
volleyball.
Double fist punch.
Yeah.
Well, that is yes. You. Everyone has a 13. Just we had a bit of a question about just how pathetic and unskilled are these people. You fleshy little creatures.
So could you, Q? Would you mind refreshing my memory on what I'll need to do in order to punch this guy in the face?
Oh well, you've already declared it, and as a, do you have any? You get your 2 dice. It's a simple task of difficulty.
I have hand-to-hand combat as well.
You also may or may not have you have a hand-to-hand combat focus, so your critical range increases by your security, and you're rolling against security and daring to make an attack.
Ooh, yuck. Okay, I rolled a.
That should not come as a yuck from the security
Indeed,
guard.
I rolled a 5 and a 17.
What's your
what is it? Daring and security. It's a 14.
Yes.
What's your security?
My security is 5.
Oh, then you got
All right,
2
you have a
successes.
critical. Yeah, you have 2
No,
successes.
I sure do.
You only needed 1 success. Yeah, you only needed 1 success to do that. So you can do something like and stay down. When you attack someone, you can spend any extra momentum you have on essentially making the attack more damaging, if you wish it. And that's essentially vicious or something like that. Or you can make it so that he cannot shake off the damage, or make it harder for him to shake off the damage. As it stands, you should have a hand-to-hand score in number of dice.
Okay.
You should have a D6, something that tells you how many D6s you roll.
I believe 6.
Should be 6 or so,
yeah.
yes.
Okay, so roll 66s.
Yep, and yes. So just read off those 2.
All right, 4, 3, 6, 3, 3, 5.
Really? 4, 3, 6, 3, 3, 5.
A lot of threes, man.
4 doesn't count. 3 doesn't count. 3 doesn't count. 3 doesn't count. You rolled a 6 and a 5. 5 is 1 point of damage. 6 is 1 point of damage with a special effect, which in your case I believe has knockdown for hand to hand.
Yep.
So to put him down, you would need 5 damage all in one go. So what you did was we're going to indicate this. We're going to tap him like a magic card. So he is off balance, or he is knocked against the bio.
Look at that face. He definitely looks off balance.
However, you only. Yes, and he is not happy about it. Let's find 12.
I'd like to use Icy Manipulator to untap, and then tap again
Yes,
for
oh.
damage, please.
Okay, he will counterattack at that point on sec, on Bajor, on security. I'm gonna do this because I keep interpreting that as a name, and I know that's not true. Thank you. All right. At this point, who would? Let me see. Did you wish to retain momentum and allow your side to attack a second time in a row? Otherwise, it reverts to the board.
Wait, nobody else in my party gets to attack?
No, it's an alternate. It's very turn taking. It's sort of like the zippered merge. The players will always tend to win initiative, because otherwise you go home and you cry about things because you can't take a little bloody nose.
All right, now let's hold on to that momentum since we don't have that much of it.
You're leave the momentum where it is.
A quick question. I'm sorry.
Point...
So one of my values
sure.
that I have is look out for and protect my fellow crew members. So if somebody was, say, taking like a crit hit or something like that, could I like dive in front of them and protect them, or is that just not applicable?
Well, actually, the way we're going to do this, since I'm not going to burden you with 500 things to do, right? Pretty much anything you want to do is going to cost either a little bit of momentum or some sort of a roll. Generally, it'll be momentum or threat. Keep in mind, if you do not have momentum, you can buy threat. You can give threat away. And a sacrifice dive roll is something that would tend to be 2. All right. So anything that you would do that would change the condition, like I want to disarm this person, or I want to do, run and do something that's a little bit more than the normal combat, you could say I'd like to spend some momentum on that to do an effect. So a sacrifice dive or other thing is true. You could definitely, when you guys use your values, by the way, once per essentially game, you can you can invoke one for an automatic success. And I believe even critical at that point. You automatically succeed if you declare that value. Does that make sense?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you have a question, you say, I want to do something. You just go, I want to do something. And then we will work out the rules because, rules are, as you can... Oh, wait, what's that sound? Yes, that's the sound of the rule book in the shredder. Okay, yes, we are ready to go. We are ready to have some fun here. So so do you wish to retain advantage now that I've told you you cannot just spend momentum but also give away threat to have your side attack a second time?
No.
Okay. So what we're going to do is you've already got it down board. 3 of 7 is going to take on Snooty.
Oh no!
Not Snooty.
Okay, so yes. Snooty has a velour suit. He did decide to do the throwback.
Please don't stain the velour.
So he is, and it's surprisingly a converted Klingon. No reason. It's only cosmetic. It's not like it's going to get extra damage. Or should it, audience? Should the converted Klingon have an extra attack?
Oh no! I see the ridges. Today is not a good day to die.
Okay, nobody seems to care. I don't know how to get a real-time feedback on this. So, you just hear the whirring of gears because there's soulless and motionless eyes just dead set on you. The biomechanical arm swings against you, and to defend yourself, you're going to be using your daring and security, which is a 13. And you have to generate more successes than your attacker. Ties go to
Atlas
the
said
flames
they get an extra attack.
No, she didn't. Nope.
Oh, they should?
Klingon.
Oh, did they spend any? You want to spend any fate chips on that?
Yeah, pony it up.
How do you do that? How do you spend those? By the way,
Pony up that dough.
There's got to be a command for it, but I'm thinking what.
Well, how much? Here we go. How about this, Atlas? How many fate chips is it worth to you? And we'll just take the points from you.
Yeah.
She said, "Take my points. Do it."
Like all of them?
So how many points is it worth to you?
That would essentially be the equivalent of a heal. Heal or glitch. I don't know how many points those are. And I never figured out. And my continuum brain could not comprehend how to type on your little keyboard. I yelled at my mouse and I said, "Hello, computer," and it did not respond.
All right, we're taking 250 fate chips away from Atlas for an extra attack for this giant Klingon. Oh no.
Okay, and player characters, if you do wish to make, say, a double attack, that will cost you momentum, but you are allowed to make a double attack. I'm just going to spool this out to you as you go, but it costs more momentum and the difficulty.
I don't know that Ass Plant knows how to do double attacks.
He will find out really quick. All right, so the Klingon has a double attack. Snooty and the Blowfish.
Ha.
This is not looking good for Snooty. I should have stayed at the country club, yes. 12 and 16. Oh, my stars.
Oh, that's a single defense, right?
Correct.
Well, your opponent rolled a 19.
Oh, how fortuitous.
Here, let me bring them up. A 19 and a 3, which is a critical. Oh,
that's unfortunate for Snooty.
The tactical drone has scored a point over what was needed. And based on the tactical drones, let me get the extra dice here, because he's like at least a 6. He's got 6 dice. So what we do here in the world is your random number generator. We read left to right, top to bottom for the dice types. A 4, a 3, a 4, 6, a 3, and a 5. Very much like someone else's rolls. At that point, there is a knockdown and 2 points of damage.
Oh, hello, Floor. Oh.
Hello. Beats my head. Also, the Klingon will press the attack for a second round. You, Snooty, you're on the floor. You can roll 1 die for your defense in this case. And all you got to do is top me. Raising.
Back to the Riker maneuver.
Snooty's a bottom and you know
Snooty's
it.
definitely a bottom.
Oh, Snooty rolled a 20.
Oh, man.
Well, Snooty, you know what that means, Snooty.
Oh no, it seems the captain will just have to wait his turn on the bridge.
Oh, there is another. Oh, there is another. Guess who gets to be crewman number 6?
Hey, what's up, Borg? I'm here.
What has happened is that, or you get to play Scooby. There is now a consequence put out. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to inflict that on you. However, I will take that as 2 threat. Oh, I'm gonna take the 2 threat on that, and not necessarily inflict it because I have a bad feeling about what's about to happen. The Borg has. Come on, there you go. Let me roll out here in front of God and everyone, because this is actually, I relish this. This is such a delicious thing where luck, what is this luck thing you humans talk about so much? Probably should shrink this. All right, they only rolled 2 dice for an attack, a 9 and a 12. Both do hit. At that point, we're just going to take these 6 dice as red. A 1 is 1 point. A 4 is no points. 3 is no points. A 5 is 1 point. A 4 is no points. And a 2 is 2 points.
I finally get to meet my mother.
No, actually, you only took, you took 5 all in 1 round. So you are now down. That does not mean dead. It simply means you are considering your intimate and personal relationship with the deck.
Oh, Lieutenant Commander, please help me. I see a bright light. Should I walk towards it?
Keep talking like that, Snooty. The answer is yes.
I see Ensign Alpo.
I see it.
He's telling me not to listen to you. He's telling me, oh my lord.
Tell Ensign Alpo if you see him. Ask him where my 8-track copy of Inagata Devita is.
Let's see, how am I done? Yeah, that's okay. Copy.
He says he had it in his pockets when you killed him.
Oh.
I just needed to reboot the continuum here.
Makes sense.
There we go. Snooty has a yellow sign for stun, knockdown. It actually is stunned and knocked down. So there. All right. It is now the will of the pathetic Starfleet crew as to what do you wish to do next. Keep in mind, you also have the chief medical officer as one of your players.
I think she needs to whack one of them with a dildo.
Okay. Let me see. Whackety stick. There we go. Crewman 6. I have now put Armand's character back in the game as Crewman 6. The chief medical officer, I think, has a 14 or 15. Is what I seem to recall.
I don't know where her character sheet
is. Sadly, I do. I'm not going to go look. It would scare me. Crew sheets. Come on, crew sheets. Come on, darkness, my old friend. Commander Burks. Yes, who can whistle a famous tune and see if we can get ourselves demonetized? Go. Daring and security is 2. She has an 11. But she does have Ambujitsu, as well as hand-to-hand combat.
Ambujitsu is real.
And improvisation. As real as it needs to be, yes. It's as real as it needs to be. Only the maneuvers are fake.
Mm-hmm.
As we all call, Riker's dad was a right bastard. So Arya is going to launch her attack. Who wants to roll for the medical officer?
Well, I've already rolled 120 today, so it should not be me.
You're not due.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. How many
You're right.
am I rolling to?
Let's put some gambling fallacy in there.
Sure, yeah.
Gambler's fallacy. Your luck is due to change.
Absolutely. You just chip at a chair. That's all you need.
It's good that those dice are making
15 and a 2.
15 and a 2.
Mm.
Well, she does have a critical range of 2. She gets the 2 successes needed to attack a target, or she gets the 1 success she needs to attack a target, and has 2 altogether. The continuum decides that, well, this is happening. A 10 and an 11, those are both successes. So tie, but what do ties go to?
The player character.
Player characters. Because otherwise you go home and sulk. And then you can just watch all the goth makeup just start growing on you.
But it's my ball.
That's Wednesdays.
Yeah. That's Wednesdays. As Wednesday's the day of the goth.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few goths.
So I mean, we need to crank up the
Okay,
Bauhaus.
well, they weren't watching. They were not watching this, were they? No, they're not watching Star Trek. It's too shiny. Tell them we'll be gritty next time. Tell them we'll play in the JJ verse.
Atlas is in pretty much every single stream, so she's pulling double duty. She watches it all.
Many duties. Howdy duties.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the chief medical officer gets to roll her. Oh dear, she's just got 4 whole dice.
Just 4?
Actually, 3 dice.
Ooh.
She only does 3 dice of damage. But she's got her Ambujitsu stick.
Yep.
Which
Maybe
will
she should
also
have used
be
the
her-
curling iron instead of the other end.
I believe the Ambujitsu stick gives her 4 dice of non-lethal damage.
4 dice. Okay.
4 dice. You can buy more. You can
Nah.
make it more vicious if you want.
Ooh.
Woo!
1, 1, and 5.
Sweet. That is 4 points of damage. The board has armor. So that brings 5 of 7. Takes 3 points of damage. Not bad, but you need 5 to make an effect. So 5 of 7 is still up and moving. But the Borg all have like 15 hit points altogether. So if you hit something for 5 points of damage, it's incapacitated. Or if you use up all of its hit points, so you can essentially plink something out of existence if you need to, but it will take time. The next round, this guy's out of the game. This guy hasn't got an attack yet, so he might spend his turn. This guy's going to spend his turn righting himself rather than attacking.
It is the untap step, so.
It is the untap step. So we're going to do dub and untap. So, players, who goes next?
Assplant.
Assplant.
Yes, sir.
You've got yourself a phaser, and you're not afraid to use it.
I think I will probably shoot at 5 of 7.
Okay. 5 of 7 has already taken some damage. So you need 2 successes to make this attack.
You ever notice that 5 of 7 and 4 of 16 just look like they're looking at each other like heroes?
There's also a slight change.
I want to know if 10 or 2 of 10 and 8 of 10 are in the same batch or not. All right, I got an 11 and a 19.
Well, you've got 1 success, which sadly does not succeed in hitting the target. Somehow, you in the history of Starfleet are the only officer to have failed to even hit.
I'm doing my best.
Coming from Stormtrooper school.
Yes. What I do want to know is, nope. There's no line of sight that would allow you to hit the chief medical officer. So that would be funnier if you did a consequence. Yeah, that's where I'd head. Assplant, the next Borg, since 5 of 7 was smacked, he's going to counterattack on the chief medical officer. Whoever's rolling, it's going to be their daring and security again. So that's an 11. And they can buy dice if they want to.
Four and 15.
Before I roll, do you want to buy?
No, already rolled. 4 and 15.
7 and 17. So that's a tie. Ties go to the player character. The player character blocks the attack. So there you go. That's
I'd
a
hate
cool
to be
deal.
responsible for the chief medical officer biting the dust.
Biting the dust. The at this point, player characters. I believe crewman number 6 and Shaggy are your last 2 choices. Security man,
Shaggy.
he goes. Okay.
Hey, Snooty! Snooty, wake up, buddy! Oh, I'm gonna have to take out my blaster. 3 of 7, you piece of shit!
Oh, thank you, please. Oh, please.
Oh,
Validate
it's
me.
whether he gets the it's whether he gets the ascot or not at the end of the battle. So Shaggy, you are choosing to use a phaser?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, I just wanted to double check because we were laughing a little bit too hard. So go ahead. You're right up next to him. You just need 2 successes against your control and security, which is a 13.
We got a 12 and a 7.
All right, 2 successes it is.
Nice.
Damage on your phaser attack is 6 dice.
All right, we got 6, 6, 6, 4, 4, 1.
Oh my. 6, 6, 6, 4. What? 4, 1, 1?
4, 4, 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, 4, 4, 1. Okay. The 4s are disappeared. 6s are all 1 point of damage with an effect. And at the bottom of your character sheet, there are some things you can do with a phaser. It has a thing called charged, which essentially you just do extra damage. So it's each 6 is 2 points. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the final one is 7. You have put a nice little hole into that piece of shit.
Can I send my familiar to bite it to end the day?
I don't know if Scoob is down for that. Crowd. What is Scoob
He's
do?
down for the Scooby snacks.
Run away.
So yeah, I don't know how long it takes the crowd. We're on a.
I was kidding. We can keep moving.
Oh
I
yes,
don't know, you have to
Shaggy,
get the
please
arm.
come here, keep me warm. Someone hold me. I feel myself slipping away.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, I do know what I want my familiar to do. I'm gonna take Scoob into the. Hey, bud, look over Snooty here for me, and I'm gonna place Snooty or Scooby on Snooty's chest, and Snooty's just gonna start licking his face.
Oh yes, oh, it smells like kibble.
Because Scooby's a good
What
boy.
I'm going to do is declare that Scooby is one of the medical staff and has a 12, an effective 12 in medicine and control. So who wants to roll? All they need is a single success
Yep.
to stabilize.
With a
Happily.
with a talent of
Yep.
being high as
Well, actually,
fuck.
no. Actually, Good Devil, you can't control your familiar. You can command your familiar, but who on your team controls your familiar?
We're gonna give that. Man, that made me really sad. I don't know why.
I would say
we're
that
gonna give that to
Bajor
Lieutenant
will-
Commander.
Oh, Bajor's going to do it?
Yeah.
Bajor gets people killed.
On
Well,
purpose.
you know,
All I have to say, it's not like it's an accident.
rest in peace, Snooty. Go.
Okay, so the
Go get him,
familiar's
boss.
going to take an emergency action, and go ahead and just has to roll more than a 12 or a target of 12 needs one success.
Ooh, I got one success. I rolled,
Pretty
rolled a 14 and a 10.
Okay. Also, there's that little. You notice that Scoob has like the little equivalent of one of those nice barrels that the lower decks people are constantly stacking under his chin.
So
Like a Saint
And
Bernard?
He's like a
What is
he's
that
the
little
Saint
barrel
Bernard.
filled
Whiskey.
with? Yeah, what is that little barrel filled with?
Rum.
Just whiskey, rum. Okay, we're going to go with that. Snooty is going to have to make some choices about the vintage of that
I
in a
prefer
minute.
brandy.
At this point,
Yeah.
let me see, did 507 take? No, he righted himself. The Borg are really doing poorly at like pressing their advantage. I wonder why. The 507 is. Oh no, 507 did attack the chief medical officer, didn't they?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Attempted to.
Yeah, attempted to. The other 2 of 10 is also going to attack the chief medical officer. I forget whoever is taking care of them.
Who's taking care of who?
Cap, I believe that was you.
Whoever's rolling rolling for chief medical officer.
Oh, okay. Yep. Defending from 2 of 10.
Defending for 2 of 10. He's going to take an attack.
I flew too close to the sun. I flew too close to the sun.
What happened? 20?
And a 17.
Oh!
Ruh-roh.
A 20 and a 17?
All right, if you're listening, it's not going to go well for you.
What is one of those special powers the Borg have?
Similar.
I believe
Sleeping.
they got the one trick that seems to work well for them.
Yeah.
Yes, they have one very good trick. The arm at this point, what happens is that 2 of 10's still humanoid hand latches on, grabs the chief medical officer, and the other arm swings across to her neck, and two assimilation tubules snake out and puncture her flesh.
Yes, Daddy, yes.
And putting in nanites. I was really trying to go for drama, and we just took it right on down to the mud. And all I can say is, there are people in your house, and they have things to say about this. I'm finally looking for an off-screen frying pan to just come hurtling across.
Yeah. Dunk.
Boom. What was that? We didn't see it. It was painted green. Why is that frying pan painted green? So yeah, unfortunately, I don't quite have a little. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the trait marker on the chief medical officer. Yeah, you're down a person, and there's not a lot of coming back from that.
Well, you just gotta spend a couple of days on the Picard family farm, and then you're fine.
Yep, stomping on some grapes.
Stomping on some grapes, you got to get into a fist fight with an elderly gentleman in the mud, and then everything. We don't talk about it ever again. It's all fine.
Comes out,
and then you just forget about it until the next
everything
movie.
Comes up.
You. So yes, let me see. So that also gives a at the moment an incapacitated marker.
Nanoprobed sounds worse than it
What's
actually
wrong with
is.
Yes. I think they call those.
I mean, it's bad enough to be.
They call it a micro penis.
I think it's called. I think it's called
The Riker maneuver again.
Little,
oh no, that would be macro probe.
Macro, yeah.
oh, where did everything go?
It's so big, it needs to carry its own deflector dish.
Yep, we've lost the Prodigy sponsorship.
Prodigy.
That's it. We've totally lost Prodigy now.
It's all right.
Nickelodeon.
Rufus, not just sing a French song in a bathtub.
Wait, was somebody using that? Yes. Oh, that's right. No, there was no bathtub involved in France. This was France. There was no bathing.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they were.
Oh,
we just lost France.
One of them had to have been bathing.
They weren't in the bathtub. They had old man mud wrestled, and it was quite hot. The Continuum greatly approved. 2 Picards in the mud.
Oh, delightful.
If only it was a little more hairy.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yes, here we go. So, let me see. Competently lost. Bejor, this is like just a thing with you. Look at your crew. They're going down. The dog is doing better than anyone else in this combat. However, I believe that crewman number 6 does. No, did crewman number 6 have his move?
No, he has
No,
not.
I haven't injured him yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't injured
He hasn't been injured yet. I believe that crewman number 6, this is your last chance for romance.
Remember, I'm basing this character solely on his picture, so he's just like, hey, so remember, anything that lady says, it's allegedly.
Was that
You know who that is, right?
Was that in the actual show? Was that actually?
Can you
was
just
that
speak
actually
in
the actual show?
I don't think so.
I have a request. Can you just speak in Zap Branniganisms the entire time you're in that character?
Oh, I believe crewman number 6 is Zap Brannigan now. I prefer. Hold on. Just we're gonna change it because I do have a special place in my heart for crewman number 6.
Don't you mean Zap?
But we'll use.
Yeah.
Or is it Zap or Zap?
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a Zap Brannigan. The most wonderful captain in all existence.
Okay, there we go.
I had to make sure it's ZAPP.
Oh, it's ZAPP? Why are you... There's a PP.
Apparently there's a PP in
This
everything
is
we're
what you're
doing.
telling the cube.
Hmm.
There's a PP in everything lately. All right. You are now speaking in Zap Brannigan. It costs you
All
no
right,
fate.
it's time. It's
People,
time
by
to
the
shoot
way-
something with my gun.
With my enormous
Oh,
ray gun.
Oh wait, no, my phaser's right here. We'll use that instead.
This is my phaser. This is my gun. This is for shooting.
Yeah.
This is for blasting, and this is for fun.
And this is for those pesky assault alligators.
Where's Leela when you need one?
Legend.
Allegedly. So, Zap, you have several targets between you and any Borg. Go right ahead. Where are you pointing that thing?
I'm pointing this thing straight down as to not have it get in my way. Oh, you were talking about my weapon.
Yes. Your Type 3 phaser, which is what? More powerful than the Type 1 or the Type 2.
Zap's gonna aim this right at 5 of 12.
Okay, 5 of 12.
Hopefully clear up a nice path for our security officer.
To throw
I
somebody else
sure
in front
will.
of me.
It's Snooty's back in the action, by the way. Snooty
Oh,
can go
no.
down just as quick. Or what was it? I figure
No,
Scoop.
please don't. I like it. I rather like it here on the floor. It's very comfortable.
I only missed one shot.
So Zap, 5 of 12. It is control and security, which is 13. I've made our security people relatively competent.
2 and a 10.
All right.
All right. We're going to assume, because there's no reason not to, that he has some sort of a weapons expertise, even as a lowly ensign. So he has 3 successes. You can bank one or use it to inflict an extra die of
It's
damage.
from years of
Let's
practice.
let's inflict an extra die of damage.
Okay. He should have, 6 die 6?
So it's going to be 7, or that 6 is including the extra one.
Nope. Everybody's been getting 6 so far, so you're up to 7.
Nice.
The medical officer was the only person who sadly didn't have enough.
All right. So I've got 2 1s, 3 a 4, a 5, a 6, and I got to reroll 1. Another 1.
All right.
And he's gonna kind of walk forward as he's aiming his blaster and go, "I surrender and volunteer for treason," and then fire it.
what?
That
You do
was a one-liner redeemed in chat.
what?
Successfully, I might add.
Who is putting such rotten lines in your mouth?
The regular
All
maneuver.
right. Well, 5 of 12 is down and out. I believe that takes the entire round of combat. I'm going to switch you back to bridge at this point.
Over quicker than my last date. Oh.
Um. Oh my God. Where is my? Those are all better lines for Zap.
Oh. I'm
All right.
incorrigible.
3 and I believe it's 3 and 8 from our previous game. Okay.
Mhm.
That's this. I'm just gonna put the tactical map up. I believe the Hutton was pretty much Gonzo, and that is a correct Starfleet technical term. And oh my God, the bridge is just way out of here. All right, and there's the bridge. I forget. Let me see. I believe our security officer is running Standy,
Mm-hmm.
if not mistaken. 8 and
You
3.
bet your sweet ass I
Okay.
am.
No, that was the other guy. You're gonna have to come up with another accent.
No, that was him.
Was he Irish?
Mm-hmm. He was Irish.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I knew that you came up with the accent, and that's the only scene you're not in. So I very much apologize for that. The Norway. This is just giving you an overall view of the tactical map. The pieces of the, I believe it was the Hathaway, was the other ship where your former lover, the Hutton. The Hutton's pieces have just finished colliding against your shields. The Borg tractor beam has failed to lock on. Because why?
Because we greased the shield.
Grease the shields. So you've slipped away from there. You've accidentally brought things on. You have an inertia, an immediate beam in, beam out protocol in place, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That the engineer has put together. Now, one of the things that the greasing the shield does do is cause. Is somebody making like?
It sounds like someone's shaking a martini or something.
Someone's making margaritas. The better
martini
share.
going on.
Yeah,
Great
shaking
share.
martinis.
I think that someone else is not getting a frying pan, but a happy reward for good play.
Someone rang the
Someone just
bell.
found-
That's what it is.
Someone rang the bell. Someone rang the bell, and someone is now bringing things on. Wait, where are we at? 10 minutes?
30 minutes.
Like 30, 28.
28. Okay, I just wanted to double check to make sure. Yes. So the one of the things with the shield greasing that has happened, Mr. Sivik, there seems to be difficulty with maintaining the grease, and if you have any form of technobabble explanation as to why there might be a problem with the shields, and also what might be done to correct it, you can earn your team a momentum point for your fast talking. I will give you a moment to collect your thoughts if you wish. No pressure. If you want to, I can.
I always have the
Actually,
Technobabble chart open just in case this pops off.
Throw the Riker
Sure,
maneuver in there.
Yes, no, it's a thing. But what I will do is while Good Devil, while Sivik is performing a thorough analysis, I will find out where my gloves. Oh, they're right here in my pants. All right. All right, now.
Oh,
that's why I keep them so near my face. At this point, however, the ship is being, while it does have slippery shields, you will still have to continue to evade the Borg cutting beam. So I feel that the Khan may have to engage in some evasive maneuvers.
All right.
Which would
yes, Commander, evasive maneuvers.
A Khan and a Khan. And because the captain is leading from the rear, the captain can assist on evasive maneuvers.
Absolutely, I'd love to
with
assist.
Your command, this is the only time management is actually a useful skill, which is command, and I'm going to go with either presence or reason.
We'll do command and reason.
Command and reason. So all you need is that for success. Go ahead. Yes.
Perfect. And Commander, please know that as an advisor, anytime I assist another player with my command discipline, the character being assisted may re-roll 1d20.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You are all.
So if you need to re-roll, re-roll.
As a bit of Morpheus, this 3 is M. It's not for momentum or for a meta. It's for Morpheus. Modifius. The game is designed so that if the players work in tandem, they can actually provide buffs or advantages to one another, and that play and such play is encouraged in the finest spirit of Star Trek.
Well, I got
you're all in the same
2
rope.
successes, a 3 and a 6.
I
All
got
right.
one success with a 15.
15. Did you want to re-roll that 3?
No.
Do you
Hey,
see
LeBrundlefly.
do you see any particular focus that might apply to your attempting to evade or escape an
Oh
attack
yeah,
team?
yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
that. That's
We're to Norway, eh?
yeah. I mean, I'm from a cold land.
It's turned into Fargo.
So
What?
I'm from a cold land.
I apologize.
I got the
So-
helm operations and starship tactics.
Yep.
So
I'll go with tactics on that one.
Yep.
So that gives you 2, 3, and thanks to your commanding officer, a 4. Are you sure you don't want to re-roll your 6?
nah, we're good. We're good.
You sure?
Yep.
Come on, those 20s are out there just waiting.
Not for me.
Okay. You needed 2 momentum. You can.
If we screw up, it's going to be on somebody
bank
else's watch.
the remaining. Yep. You can. You can bank them, or you can use them to create a difficulty. A difficulty for the Borg's next roll. You can bank them for events unknown.
Right.
Or do something specific specifically related to what you did.
Yeah,
with
you know
ship.
what? We haven't.
Like put yourself in a better advantage.
Yeah, we haven't done anything with like that before, so let's try that.
Okay. What I'm going to do is put on a trait onto your ship. Here we go. I'm just going to pop the trait up here on the board. And that's a thing that you can do is change the conditions of the test. You can Kirk this. And we're just going to say +1 is not a good thing. Okay. To attack. Okay. So the Borg have an increased difficulty level to attack your ship for the duration of the encounter because you've angled the ship in such a way that keep in mind the Norway was designed to fight the Borg, and so if you align it correctly and maintain whatever it's called. Whatever other orders the captain needs, you'll still be in a very, very limited silhouette relative to the Borg. So that's a good thing. Mr. Sivik, how do you feel about letting them know what's happening with the shields and what could be done about it?
Yes. So I've come up with a solution that if we reverse the auxiliary frequency field, I should be able to hopefully restore at least another 20% of our shield power, and hopefully that will buy us enough time to blow up this Borg cube.
Oh, he thinks he can defeat the Borg. It's so cute. It's as cute as the little points on those ears. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Who got the little pointy ears? Oh, look at that. Oh, the little pointy ears. Oh, I'm sure. He doesn't have the World of Warcraft elf. He going old school. He going old school Hobbit. Here we go. So you're going to... All right. So what I need is engineering and insight, because you had an inspiration about how to fix the shield greasing, which was in and of itself a bit of a hack.
So along with that, let's see. I have the talent of Miracle Worker. So let's see. You have a reputation, doing the impossible, getting offline systems up and running when that they are most needed, and I believe this is a time of most needed.
Yes.
We're here.
So what that will do is it will give you an extra die.
All right. And this is a difficulty task of
Target 2.
With the target of 12, I've got an 8, a 15, and an 11.
All right. So that's the 2 successes you so desperately needed to keep the shields greased and up. So
Again,
congratulations.
Headcanon and Ensign Tucker is just out there just sliding on the hull.
With just a
Tucker did
vat of
have a bit of
Crisco.
shield grease. He did have a bit of shield grease left on him. Oh, here I go. Hold on. Yeah, he's calling in from Corridor J, and he's just slid into a locker. I do have Ensign Tucker. Oh man, there's not a designator for him. Yeah, there might be. Okay. Let me see. I gotta grab this for no apparent reason. All right. So you managed to take care of the you managed to get the shields up. However, I will say that the Abaz is having a rougher time of it. And I'm going to show the roll. It's a 3D attack on them. Who wants to roll for the Abaz crew?
I'll take care of that one.
All right. The Abaz crew are going to be defending. They're going to need 3 dice. That's going to show their ship's capacity. And they have a functional 15 chance of success on this. They roll 3 dice.
Okay.
The Borg have a 17.
So 2 successes, a 12, a 6, and a 17.
Okay. The Borg roll a 13, a 15, and a 7. So that doesn't go super well. And they slam into they slam in with a cutting beam on a 6, a 6, a 6, a 5, a 5, and a 5. Well, that's a lot of damage to the Abaz at this point. All the special effects of the Borg cutting beam, which includes system disruption and taking down the main computer.
Pew 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 pew.
The Abaz. Who knows someone on the Abaz? Who knows the captain of the Abaz? They can't all be Captain Sykes' lover.
Right? Yeah, someone
Or
else
can
has to
they?
be friends with somebody.
Or can they? Oh no, I love this better. Yes.
I believe I
have
have some friends over there, and I recommended that we definitely don't split up this time.
Who else is one of your Roland? Who else did you love on this show?
Where else have you spread your seed?
Keep in mind, you're a 24th century kind of guy.
Yeah, this is true.
A whole nother name for the episode Space Seed.
Yes.
Let's see.
It's a whole different thing in the JJ verse.
Let's see. I believe the Abaz. The Abaz has that science officer, that chief science officer that's smoking hot.
The Orion girl.
What's his name?
his name was Gendry.
Okay. Was Gendry a human?
No. He was a
somebody with a goofed up forehead?
Yeah, it's gotta be something fun.
Forehead in the shape of
yeah. No, well, no, I don't think there's any I think there's only one Ferengi in Starfleet right now.
Not even in this era.
And not yet. We'll just say it's a
And the science officer wouldn't be a female.
Well, we are going to have an all Ferengi game if there's enough interest in the chat. We will have an all Ferengi game. Now that I've heard that come out of somebody's mouth, that pretty mouth is full of dentures.
I will learn all of the rules of acquisition. That's not a problem. I'm ready to go.
We could do this as a charity. We could, by the way, do it as a charity broadcast. I don't know if that's even set up yet, but we could do it as a stream charity broadcast.
Problem is we
How
don't have
funny
enough
would that
viewers.
be to do a charity broadcast as the Ferengi? Because that's just they're so charitable.
Oh, I will do this for you.
The definition of irony.
We
Good Devil, what I want to know is what are two words that describe Gendry, the lover, another lover of the captain's? Two adjectives.
Bumpy
Okay. This is Zach Dorn.
and gaseous.
There's a
It's a
reason why it
Medusan.
didn't work out.
It's a Medusan. Yeah, I was thinking it's a Medusan. Can we guess? I believe that Gendry is your Medusan lover. Is everyone familiar with the Medusan race?
No.
Okay, I've lost.
No, I'll bite.
lost-
No.
watch Star Trek Prodigy.
They're a Star Trek prodigy, and also is in Her Truth and Beauty. They are an energy-based life form, and as such, they have no prescribed gender, but can choose to identify as male or female or not. And one of them banged Kate Pulaski.
That's another reason why it didn't work out. They
Yeah.
wouldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah, Ambassador Kodos had Kate before she was Kate. They're hipsters too. They're notoriously annoying. He had Kate Pulaski before Kate Pulaski was cool.
I feel like Gene Roddenberry was like really, really woke with all the things like, you know, they don't have an identified gender and everything like that. But then he had to throw Kate Pulaski in there to like placate the racists that were watching.
She was actually the lawyer's idea. Kate
Of course she
Pulaski was
was.
there to fire the first doctor because they didn't like her because she was a mouthy broad. And I believe that was in the internal memo. This mouthy broad needs to get off the show.
You know
We're
what?
gonna
This
fire
show
her.
is just this show is just going to be so ahead of its time with gender roles and all this stuff. But you know what? We need to remind everybody that we're all still pretty racist and sexist. So, bam, Kate Pulaski.
Sexist. Dr. McCoy.
Yeah.
Bam, Dr. McCoy. It's just a trip to the HR. HR basically had a small sub office inside of sick bay for most of the 23rd century. And also, when alcoholism was an okay, fun thing to talk about.
Yeah, have a few
Okay,
drinks at the office.
So, Bumpy and Gaseous, we now have a Medusan lover who is the science officer on board the Oz, whatever. Did you want to have screen-to-screen communications? We don't have a comms officer, so whoever happens to be near the switch, who can pick up the phone?
I guess I'm closest, right?
Do you? Yeah. Do you want to? I mean, you're just driving the ship. Why not pick up the phone?
My vote was for stand-in. but-
Oh yeah,
Use
stand.
Bluetooth.
Oh,
I forgot he was there.
yeah. The standard's just running weapons. It's fine. Engineer. Yeah, it would be nice to have a comms officer, wouldn't it?
Lieutenant
Don't worry
West.
about me, Captain. I can
Hey,
run
someone
the guns
page-
and talk on the phone.
These are people who hadn't thought through what the comms officer does.
Hold on.
I am still dying on the cross of Uhura. Oh, for Uhura nowadays.
Lieutenant Gemma, to the bridge.
yes.
No, too soon.
Lieutenant
too soon.
Gemma, I think she's been assimilated.
Lieutenant
Oh,
West is too busy selling uniforms online.
Yeah, he's
Starfleet
selling
doesn't pay very
uniforms online.
No, apparently not. He's got a moonlight.
No, wait, did you miss the boat? Starfleet does not pay at all.
Exactly.
There is no money.
How's that bettering yourself working out for you? And as you guys do make a contact to it, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find. You're going to contact the ship. You're going to contact the Abbas. The Abbas is in a fucking bad way, by the way. You watch as just a good chunk of the where am I at? All right, a good chunk of the Akira class's starboard side hull is just like raised The shields are completely gone. It just like cut right on through. You're seeing all the decks and sparking. You're seeing the little tiny human bodies just flying through the air.
Oh, they're peaceful.
Because we have the effects for it, and we're no longer on broadcast status.
Peaceful pink skins.
So we get to show little pink skins. They blew up. Who knew that inflated like balloons? So, but you do see that. It looks like the ship's listing and a few other spacey things that would happen as it's trailing out sparks from itself. Let me see if I can find where's my sparkler later. I got some sparklers to put up. There we go. Sorry about that. Give me a sec. I throw a little sparky spark down there. And you wish to contact the Abbas or give them orders or anything like that?
Absolutely. We need to find out the status of that ship. Which I'm pretty sure I know what the status is.
I think it's called floating.
Looking at what's going on.
Captain, even my first day in Starfleet Academy would say that ship has been halved. Pretty bad.
Absolutely. We need to make sure that they're in a position we can get over there and beam out as many of them as humanly possible. Hey, Baz, this is the Norway. Respond.
We can't longer. Must save yourself. Please save yourself. Acting life pods now.
I didn't catch most of that, but I did catch life pods. I caught. Do we see them ejecting emergency escape pods?
You're breaking up as much as the ship.
You see these little tiny. You see these tiny little flowers opening on the hull, that are the hatches for the escape pod. The emergency escape pods from both the above and below the ship. The ship is starting to go down. Mr. Standen, you're going to need you have a difficulty level 0 task ahead of you, but you can roll for it anyway if you wish to gain momentum for your team.
Sounds like a great time.
All right. You're going to look at the essentially you're looking at Starship Tactics, which should be against your reason and security, which should be about. Well, let's pretend that Bajor is on the bridge. Let's just use Bajor's scores for these.
We're going with a 15 then.
Yep. So you need it's a 0 level task because it's fairly intuitive, but you do have a chance to generate momentum with this.
Well, I got a 17 and a 3.
Okay. You're standing on the bridge. You know about Starship Tactics. That's 2 momentum that your team has saved. You can bank it or ask further questions, but it involves your 0 answer is the ship is orienting itself very slowly toward a ramming attack. You know, it's ejecting the crew. It's orienting toward a ramming attack. I don't know if there's any more questions you need to have answered about that.
Captain, it looks like they're done for.
You want to add anything to
that?
They don't know.
Pretty much everything's apparent on the view screen, yeah.
Well,
looks like they're fucked.
Well, they're fucked. But what are they doing while they're being fucked? Are they going to fuck back?
Oh, they're going to fuck back.
Okay, yes.
They're preparing for ramming speed.
Is there anybody still? Can we scan? Is there anybody still left on that ship? If there is, I want to get in there as quick as possible and beam them out before the Abaz goes and crashes into the Borg ship.
Let's do it.
I know if I was the captain, I'd be on the bridge piloting it in myself. But if we can get in there and save them, let's do it.
Now, one of the things is, Captain,
mm-hmm.
The voice you heard was almost mechanical or metallic. You recognize it as a universal translated filtered voice of a Medusan.
Dun,
Captain, say something.
dun, dun,
He's really
dun.
sad, huh?
Everything's going to be fine. Do you want a hug?
No, there'll be plenty of time for that Riker maneuver later. We need to get over there and see if we can't beam out anybody who might still be left on the Abaz. No man left behind. And then we're getting the hell out of here.
Left behind. Excuse me.
Hmm?
Wokeness
No being.
patrol.
You're right.
No
There
being left.
non-binary being left
We're doing our
behind.
best. I'm going with being or soul, but that would be a thing. So what's going to happen is engineering, you're going to have to push those engines. Helm, you're going to have to plot one hell of a course.
If I may, Q, along with pushing the engines, I would also like to send a command to the Abaz, if I can, with my authorization as a chief engineer,
Okay.
to have its warp core begin to overload. So hopefully upon contact with the Borg cube, they go kablooey in technical terms.
Technically kablooey. All right. You may only have a few moments to issue both of those.
I would like to cash in my final wish. I do believe that before we started on this maneuver, I told my my chief engineer to make sure that he installed access codes into the rest of the fleet, so that way, if need be, we could easily control the ships from here.
Yes, the remote piloting gambit is now in effect. Congratulations on the use of your incredible foresight. You would almost make the Continuum proud with how well you foresaw this circumstance.
Almost.
But didn't save the rest of the fleet. But still, these guys are good because it's your girl, your girl boyfriend.
Hey, non-binary. It's fine.
So, non-binary. Let me see. There's and I will add a additional trait, which is, let me see. How do I get there? Another trait, and the other trait is.
This would be the perfect place for a cliffhanger ending. Will the maneuver be successful?
No, it's not.
Yes, no, it's not.
You know why? Who are you talking to here? Are you sure? No, you're concentrating. But essentially, at this point, the engineer is beginning to do their calculations. They've locked the access code. They have begun an overload, which will not affect the ramming speed attempt, but will act as an explosion multiplier. The Helm has now begun their calculations to continue to be defensively oriented and also swoop in close enough to stop the enemy. The captain is concentrating on making sure everyone does their job. The current tactical officer stand-in is setting up setting shields so that they're continuing to remain slippery and angled. And at this point, something happens. If I can just orient it. Right, that's door, right? All right. And at this point, the doors to the bridge open, both sets of doors, from port and starboard and aft. And you hear, "Okay, prepare to be assimilated. Resistance is futile."
Wait, is that? Who is that?
Ensign Tucker. Yeah. Feel that as a beam of energy just lances through the head of Standy. Lieutenant Gemma, Ensign Tucker, and at least one additional Borg tactical drone come onto the bridge while you're in the midst of preparing your rescue attempt. And at that point, we are now, sir, Captain, who thinks he knows things. At a good point. That, sir, is a cliffhanger. That is a cliffhanger, sir.
Oh
Wow.
no!
And I really appreciate it. We did do our best to make sure we had our hard stop, to make sure no one was overly taxed, because everyone's doing this because it's fun. And unlike drinking, you should not pay in the morning for your fun.
And
So I
buyer,
leave this
you
back.
said
I return
so,
control to the team.
buyers in chat wants to spend some points. Well, you can spend all the points you want. I know it's the end, but we can always
How
make
do you
note.
wish to affect tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how do you wish to affect tomorrow?
I promise you, we'll make note of it, and it'll happen.
Just can't get good human help.
Oh, 300 points to get the cast to sing the Trek theme song. Which one? Star
Oh.
Trek, living in Star
Oh.
Trek.
No, there is an actual theme song that Gene Roddenberry, that actual bastard, did get. So for next week, send anyone who's in the Discord server, anyone who has any contact with the cast and crew, please send us the actual lyrics to the original theme song,
And we will,
which Gene Roddenberry screwed him over
and
on.
we definitely will
I
not butcher it.
We will definitely not butcher it. I believe we have actually turned this into a rather musical composition. But there is a theme song, and 50% of all royalties of that song go to Gene Roddenberry.
Ooh.
Our loins will be sufficiently girded. So I apologize. I turn this over back to the lords and ladies of Fate's celebrity spokesman.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button down at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And if you enjoyed us, join us again on Wednesday, where we do 5th edition D&D, run by GM Armand here. And Thursday, we are still not quite ready for aliens yet. I've got shipping confirmation for the rest of my ship stuff, but I've been actively painting all the parts that I need to put the ship together. So there'll be at least a little bit of color to the ship once I put it together. That being said, we'll figure something out for Thursday, where we'll continue on with Star Wars that we play every other week in conjunction with the Aliens campaign when we actually start it. That being said, we're gonna do a raid, and looks like they're playing Star Wars, so we'll give this one a shot. I don't think we've raided these guys before. The Omniverse Chronicles.
Be really cool, people. Enjoy the heck out of them. There are so few people doing TTRPG.
Yeah, we got to support each other.
Be cool. Oh yeah, especially if you can get them to come watch whatever the hell it is we're doing here. It's all about. We tell them they do the Star Wars, we do the Star Trek. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.